मातरम वंदे मातरम सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं सुप्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं पुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरम्. I want to share a quote on the leadership that a leader sets standards, self-standards for him or herself. So, we have already know that India has made a remarkable history of leadership during the freedom struggle, of celebrating or organizing the Southern Regional Seminar, and I feel that it is the right platform to recollect and remember the great leaders of Indian freedom struggle. And these leaders always shown their mark for the future generations by making us to remember them permanently in our hearts with their quotes like Inqilab Jindabad, and then Swaraj is my right birth, and then Tum mujhko khoon do, main tumko azadi dunga, like Subhash Chandra Bose, and then Bhagat Singh, Alluri Sitaramaraju, Begum Hazrat Ali, Aruna Asaf Ali, and Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. So I feel that India is a pioneer in the process of making leaders and being the leader to the entire world, and it has shown the way to the world also how to develop leadership and how to be leaders. So at this outset, I feel it's a great privilege for us, for all of us, to participate in this Southern Regional Seminar, and it is collaborated by the NCSL and NUPA, and especially with the motivation and inspirational implications of Srimad Dr. Professor Shashikala Vanjari, Vice Chancellor of NUPA, and we are here with us Dr. Charusmita Malik, Assistant Professor, NIPA, to guide us and to empower our leadership academy. And I invite our Director, CMAT sir, who has been our backbone for making all this possible. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Frankly speaking, we are not, our SLA is not up to the mark in the view of NEPA or NCSL. Ma'am, we have gone for leadership training. All secondary school and upper primary school heads for 6-day residential program. Our leaders have performed well. Among them, we have picked some cream. I think this interaction will be very useful, and I think you will get some good feedback from our leaders. Thank you, ma'am, all the way you have come. I think this is first time for Vijayawada. Okay. Unfortunately, our senior officer, SPD, commissioner, principal secretary, they are busy with some, have issued a notification for recruitment and TET, teacher eligibility test. They are busy with minister's programs. In these 3 days, they may join at any time, either by in person or virtual. Thank you. Coming to the present topic, ma'am, the CMAT, first I wish to introduce about our CMAT. Though the CMAT concept was, you are very much aware that that is from 1990s. Only in Uttar Pradesh it was established in 1995. In Andhra Pradesh, the erstwhile before division, In 2005, CMAT was formally started in Andhra Pradesh, and we have constructed a good building in Hyderabad. And the positions were made in 2011. Some faculty members, director by deputation. I think you are aware of the bifurcation in 2014. After this bifurcation, entire infrastructure was left there. There in Telangana, since last few months, ma'am, the ministry, the secretary, and the all missionaries stayed in CMAT building only. In the, but unfortunately, CMAT is not there. Here we don't have any infrastructure. That also my initiation after bifurcation.
Namaste, madam. Welcome, madam. Senior most officer in the education department. 2 members, madam. Mastani sir and Parvati madam. Parvati madam will join shortly. సో మీరు ఎంత బాధ్యత, ఇన్ని 1,75,000 మంది టీచర్స్ ఉన్నారు. మిమ్మల్ని ఎందుకు రమ్మన్నారు ఇక్కడికి? 26 జిల్లాల నుంచి 1,75,000 మంది ఉంటే మిమ్మల్ని రమ్మన్నారు ఎందుకు? మీలో ఆ క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, లీడర్షిప్ క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. మీరు ఇంకా 10 మందికి మోటివేట్ చేయాలి. మీరు ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చి డైట్లోనో లేదా స్కూల్ కాంప్లెక్స్ అని కాదు, జిల్లాలో ఏ మీటింగ్ జరిగినా కూడా ఆఫ్లైన్ ఆర్ ఆన్లైన్ మరి ఉండాలి. ఏదైనా సరే ఒక లీడర్ అనుకుంటే ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఏదైనా కావచ్చు, స్కూల్లో కావచ్చు. ఒక స్కూల్ హెడ్ మాస్టర్ ఉంటాడు. ఆ స్కూల్ హెడ్ మాస్టర్ లైఫ్ టైం అక్కడ ఆ స్కూల్లో మ్యాక్సిమం 5 years మొక్క పెడతాడు. స్కూల్లో ఏం చేస్తారు? మొక్క నాటుతారు. ఆ మొక్క 5 yearsకి ఏమవుతుంది? అది చెట్టు అవుతుంది. అవుతుందా లేదా? ఆ 5 years తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తాడు? ఇంకో హెడ్ మాస్టర్ వస్తాడు. ఆ చెట్టుని ఏం చేస్తాడు? నీరు పోయిపోతే ఏమవుతుంది? ఎండిపోతుంది. మళ్ళీ మొక్క కన్నా హీనంగా తయారైపోతుంది. ఒకవేళ బాగా వేసాడు అనుకో, చెట్టు మహావృక్షం అవుతుంది, వృక్షం అవుతుంది. తర్వాత వచ్చే హెడ్ మాస్టర్ మహావృక్షం చేస్తారు. అలా ఏదైనా అంటే ఆ స్కూల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి లీడర్. ఐ థింక్ ఇక్కడ నేషనల్ అవార్డీ హెడ్ మాస్టర్ కూడా ఉన్నాడు, సురేష్ ఈజ్ ద నేషనల్ అవార్డీ విన్నర్. నేను చూడాల్సిన అవసరం ఈక్వల్గా ఒక స్టూడెంట్, దాంట్లో స్టూడెంట్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో బ్రహ్మాండంగా వచ్చి కొన్ని స్పోర్ట్స్లో కూడా ఉంటాయి. మా స్పోర్ట్స్లో కూడా క్వాలిటీనే. కొద్దిమంది సంగీత కళాకారులు ఉంటారు, కొద్దిమంది మంచి పాటలు పాడేవాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, కొద్దిమంది ఇప్పుడు అష్టావధానం శతావధానం అంటాం. అష్టావధానం శతావధానం తప్ప మన టీచర్లో కూడా నాకు తెలిసి 3-4 ఉన్నారు. సహస్రావధానం ప్రసాద్ ఉన్నాడు. మరి మనం అన్ని పేర్లు వినరాం కానీ లైవ్లో ఎప్పుడైనా చూసామా? సో అలా మనం ఏదైనా కానీ ఆ యాక్టివిటీస్ పిల్లలతో ఎక్కడన్నా కానీ చేయిస్తే డెఫినెట్గా వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. అంటే లీడర్ కావాల్సింది. అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు ఒక మాట చెప్పారు, ఏమి అన్నీ మీకు తెలిసిందైనా కూడా మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్పదలుచుకున్నాను. అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు ఏం చెప్పారు? ఒకసారి మిషన్ డైరెక్టర్ గారు ఉండేవాడు ఫెయిల్ అయ్యారు. సో అలా మనకు ఫెయిల్ అయినప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పారు? ప్రెస్ మీట్ పెట్టారు. ప్రెస్ మీట్ పెట్టాడు. మిషన్ ఉన్నటువంటి డైరెక్టర్ గారు ఏం చెప్పారంటే, ఇది ఫెయిల్యూర్కి కారణం నేనే అని చెప్పాడు. మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మళ్ళీ 2-3 years తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇంకో మిషన్ చేపట్టేసి సక్సెస్ అయింది. అప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఆ మిషన్ డైరెక్టర్ మళ్ళీ ప్రెస్ మీట్ పెట్టి ఈ విజయానికి కారణం నా టీం అని చెప్పాడు. అంటే ఏదైనా కానీ మన స్కూల్లో కానీ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో కానీ ఎక్కడైనా కానీ సక్సెస్ అనేది అందరికీ ఆపాదించాలి.
We have to change our attitude. The leadership paradigm we have to change in 3 days.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so very much for inviting me for this Southern Regional Seminar. This is being organized by Andhra Pradesh CMAT, which is the Designated School Leadership Academy, and National Center for School Leadership, NEPA. NEPA is National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, which is stationed in New Delhi, and NEPA and NCRT are they contribute to policy making and administrative understanding with the Ministry of Education. As part of Samagra Shiksha, National Center for School Leadership was established in NEPA in 2012. So since 10 years we have been working in the space of school leadership, and specifically focusing on school heads and principals. of the government and the government aided sector. I welcome you all since you are school principals. There are two, three main important things that I want to share here. You must be wondering if it is at all working with schools, then why it is not established in NCERT and it is established in NEPA. So I would like to bring a few similarities and a few dissimilarities between the two national bodies. So NCERT, as you know, you're very well aware with NCERT in the space of school education, because NCERT is working with curriculum, textbooks, teachers, and of course how the interactions between teachers and students shape the educational landscape of a school. So NCERT is focusing more on curriculum development, on textbook development. However, NEPA is a higher education institute of the Ministry of Education, and NEPA is working with critical issues of leadership and governance, policy, administration, and of course has a very, very long history of planning. If you remember, there was this centrally sponsored program of DPEP in the 1990s, District Primary Education Program, in which NEPA was very much involved in terms of planning. So wherever the aspects of planning and administration come in, there NEPA steps in. So this is the difference between NEPA and NCERT. NCERT is more focusing on curriculum, textbooks, which is the most essential part of school education. But the school education governance and administration aspects are dealt with NEPA. And not just school education, but higher education. So NEPA is working with higher education colleges, universities for their own leadership capacities, for their administrative excellence. So that is the reason a small center was established here, which has of course become very big now. We are working with all the 30 states and UTs in the country in the form of leadership academies. Teachers, they are said, they are teachers only. They don't have a separate designation as such. In many states, especially at primary and elementary level, the senior most teacher becomes the head teacher. But head teacher or a school principal at elementary or secondary school is an administrative position, is actually dealing with the administrative and governance aspects of the school, and of course also is an academic leader. So we have been trying in the last 10 years to make the head teachers and school principals as a separate professional cadre, so that they are not counted every time as a teacher. See, at elementary and primary school, it's when you do teacher training. Teacher training means teacher as well as head teacher. But don't you think head teacher requires a separate module or a separate package which actually tells him or her how to handle administrative matters, how to handle financial matters, and then how to also, most importantly, become an academic leader and run the academics of the school along with the teachers and students and the school community. So you're getting the clarity, what I'm trying to say? So we have been creating materials and curriculum which is specifically for head teachers and principals, not to say that only the head teacher or the principal is a leader. Sorry. Teachers are leaders too. So you have teacher leadership. You have student leadership. In Western world, they had started working in the sector of leadership much before, 50, 60 years back, where they began with school leadership, school head being the leader. But now, gradually they have brought leadership to student leadership as well. So a student is also a leader in so many ways. You know, if you build the students' competencies, they become leaders, right? So this is how we look at leadership. Leadership is, we are looking at leadership from the governance angle, and which is why we are not stopping only at the head teacher or the principal. We are also going ahead with block education officers, district education officers. If you know that NEPA does this annually and sometimes once in 2-3 years because of the COVID, you know, it got stopped, but we have National Innovation Awards for educational administrators who are working at the block level, district level, state level. So, basically we are looking at the entire system so that, you know, the leadership capacities of the entire system level functionaries can be built, and hence they can facilitate the school head as an empowered leader. So, 2-3 things. I think this is broadly the understanding between NCERT and NEPA, and why NEPA has National Center for School Leadership, and what we are looking at from the angle of school leadership. We're looking at governance aspects, we're looking at empowering the school leaders, the principals and the head teachers, and we are also in the process of providing inputs to the Ministry of Education in terms of how we can create a separate cadre for principals and head teachers. I don't know how it is in Andhra Pradesh, but for example in Jharkhand, there is no designated position of headmaster at the elementary level. See, in secondary schools, principals are a designated position across the country. At secondary and senior secondary level, it's a designated position, whether it is vacant or not, but it is designated. But at primary and elementary, it is not a designated position. It is the senior most teacher who's becoming the headmaster. But yeah, here also. So that becomes very difficult, especially, I don't know if it is in Andhra, and please enlighten me, but especially in hilly areas. You have a high number of single teacher schools, 2 teacher schools. I'm sure that there must be a percentage here as well. So imagine, you're just saying, but that single teacher school, he or she is the headmaster as well, and the teacher also. So he and she has to look after so many other things, not just teaching, right? Similarly for 2 teacher schools, imagine how difficult it is for them to lead the school as well as do classroom processes. So how do you enable them? We had also created in the past some modules on multi-grade teaching and how that can help a head teacher or a headmaster become a good leader and an empowered leader. So this is where our focus is, most specifically on head teachers and principals, empowering them as leaders, for which we have also created a curriculum framework. As we go progress in the day, we will also show you the curriculum framework on school leadership, which is basically 7 key areas that will help the school leader in understanding how to run the school effectively. Perspective on school leadership, developing self, teaching, learning, how do you lead academic practices, how do you build teams, lead teams, how do you innovate, leadership for innovations, leading partnerships with community and other stakeholders, leading school administration and school finance. As you move ahead in senior secondary schools, there are huge administrative and financial challenges. And however good academic leader you are, if you get caught up in audit, all your academics will get lost. So you have to be a good administrator, a good financial manager, and then something extra, which is the academic leadership, so that you become a full 360-degree kind of a empowered leader. So that is what we are really looking at. We are not doing subject teaching, what is the mandate of NCERT, but we are really looking at administrative and financial governance matters. So that is how this is important. So the thing is, that is what the understanding of National Center for School Leadership is. So and whatever trainings and capacity building programs that we are doing are for school principals, school leaders. And we are also expanding ourselves with district level officers, block level officers, and bringing up a concept known as system level leadership, which can facilitate the school. Now, in the last 3-4 years, and considering what recommendations have been made by the NEP 2020, some new themes that have emerged in the context of leadership is, of course, academic leadership. Pedagogical leadership, if you will read the National Education Policy, pedagogical leadership is something which has become important, which is directly linked with student learning and learning outcomes. Skill-based and vocational education has another very important aspect of school education now. School-based assessment, that has become important, and I'm sure SCRT and CMAT are dealing with these issues. We are also focusing a lot on leadership for equity, diversity and inclusion. Because if you know that equity has again taken center stage in NEP, in terms of, if you must have read through the NEP document, and I really encourage you to read the NEP document properly, in terms of education for the disadvantaged sections of society. And you have the concepts of special education zones in the NEP and the SETGs, socioeconomically disadvantaged groups. So we're working on all of these areas, of course with the center point of improving student learning and learning outcomes, because there are, on the other side, there are so many principals who are only doing administrative issues, who are only doing financial management, but they are not focusing on academics. So academics is non-negotiable. Academic leadership is non-negotiable. Then last point that I want to also explain here is the idea of continuous professional development, which is mentioned in the NEP 2020, that every school principal needs to have mandatorily 50 hours of CPD every year, 50 hours of continuous professional development every year, and same 50 hours for the teachers as well. So for the teachers it is minimum 50 hours, and then for the school principals, you can have more number of hours, but 50 hours is the mandated in the para 5 of NEP 2020. So we are currently also preparing the guidelines for continuous professional development of school leaders, which is the 50 hours of what kind of professional development opportunities you can avail as a school leader, so that every year you do 50 hours of CPD. That could be training, that could be online certifications, that could also be peer group under learning, the professional learning community, that could also be going and visiting a neighboring school, that is also part of your professional development, to see what is happening. There can be multiple aspects to CPD. Sorry. So we are looking at how do we develop these 50 hours as guidelines for the continuous professional development activities. We're looking at that. And we are developing guidelines. Maybe within a month or 2 months, we'll be issuing those guidelines. So that will be really, so basically all our efforts are for empowering school leaders, principals and headmasters and head teachers. So this is about it. Thank you very much. I'll also ask you to go through our website, which is ncsl.nipa.ac.in.
Conducted throughout the year. So based on the NCSL and NIPA, they also will give us some funds for all the school leadership academies of the entire India. So for AP also we will get some funds, and they will give in detail how to spend those funds in the capacity building and in module writing and in translating the modules, and also to conduct the trainings and orientation programs to the school leaders of the AP. Not only that, MEOs and DYEOs also. Administration level also we have to do the same training aspects. So, so considering the CMAT as a center of excellence which strives to position itself as a creator, implementer and repository of knowledge, expertise relating to policies, people, process and institutions within the education system. So this is the motto of the CMAT or the Leadership Academy of the CMAT Andhra Pradesh. So it was established in the year, as already our director sir told that it is established in the year 2019 and 20 in that academic year as per the guidelines of the NIPA. And the main objectives is to promote the capacity building programs, and also it has designed leadership activities, and also for continuous engagement and long-term development of the school heads and systemic administrators. Systemic administrators means MEOs, those who are working in the system. So all those will also become the part of this school leadership academy. And school leadership academy has already we have discussed that it is mainly concentrating on the capacity of the school leaders, that is given in the second aspect, and also it is providing training to the stakeholders on FLN objectives. So in the 2021 FLN, when it was introduced as part of the Nipun Bharat, the CMAT Andhra Pradesh has taken initiative to form the academic task force as well as the district level task force, and it has designed the mentoring process. So around 4,600 mentors were identified, and they are again interlinked with the school teachers, so down to the school level. So like that we have done that activity. And also it is also recruited the faculty from the, it is working in along with the, in coordination with the SCRTs and also diets of the SCRT and diets of the Andhra Pradesh. And then coming to the present status of the SLA, we have 42 members core groups, robust group that was created, and also a YouTube channel also there separately for the School Leadership Academy of the Andhra Pradesh, and regularly we will be posting the, uploading the videos that what you have sent, and we will also sending the link to all the groups. So that in that way, and also some government programs and the programs of SCRT, all those also will be uploaded in the YouTube channel, and they will be directly, the link will be provided to the stakeholders. And the nearly till now 40 to 55 videos of best practices were collected and uploaded in the YouTube channel. And then a 5-day webinar was organized, and it was given live streaming through the YouTube channel of APSLA. And then few of our school teachers and one teacher by name Bhavani and also Sudharani, they directly participated with at the interaction with the NUPA members in PM eVidya channel.
Good morning, Vijayawada SLA. Good morning, Andhra Pradesh and other states SLA. School leaders, dads, dignitaries. Good morning, all of you. छत्तीसगढ़ की ओर से आप सभी साथियों को जय जवाहर। मित्रों, आज के इस जो सेमिनार हो रहा है उसमें टॉकिंग अबाउट द सिस्टमिक लीडरशिप. Actually, I'm Leadership working here as a SLA nodal officer in SCRT. So this is a system where I'm working. So I'm talking about the systemic leadership. How you strengthen your system to do work better. So friends, again, I'm saying you, all school leaders like Hanuman. You know why I'm saying you Hanuman? Can I talk to everybody? Can I see the person who is there? I want to ask a question. My dear friends, I'm saying you like Hanuman. Hanuman, saying you like Hanuman. Can you say you know about Hanuman?
Show the audience to him.
Anyone can just me why I'm saying you Hanuman. You are like Hanuman. You know Hanuman? Please tell me.
One of the school leaders can please respond to the question.
And you can interact. Okay, no. So friends, I'm saying you Hanuman. You know Hanuman. Hanuman is a great personality. Great personality. They know all the things, knowledges, abilities, everything they have. But something missing. You know what something missing? There's something missing that sometimes they forget their strength.
Self-confidence.
There to remember, sir, you have something. And that personality who memorize the name Jamwant. Friends, you have enough capacity. You are school leaders, you are academic leaders, you have too much strength, you know. You are laborious, studious, knowledgeable, all you have. You did all things. But someone is doing a role of Jamwant. You can say Andhra has died, SCRT, cement, SLA, these are playing the role of Jamwant. So friends, if we are working in a system, so it's our responsibility to make system better. If we make our system better, then we can achieve our goal easily. Not easily, but can achieve our goal. So friends, we are talking, slides. So we are talking about the strengthening systemic leadership in school education. Recently we did here seminar, inter-SLA seminar, that is a part of system. So before that seminar is my best practice. But I am talking about the system.
I am Dr. Prasad as a lecturer in State Office Samagra Shiksha. You are already aware about the CMAT. It is one of the institutes for leadership capacity building to all the school heads and teachers. The State Institute of Educational Management and Training look after all the activities from Samagra Shiksha and also SLA and also teacher training activities also. Now the presentation is covered with a 15 minutes, so many slides, but I skipped slides. So this is the overall presentation. Now CMAT, State Institute of Educational Management Training, established in 2005 in combined Andhra Pradesh with limited members. Then 2011 it is established with the one director, professors and 4 lecturers. It is a good opportunity. I am as one of the lecturer and foundation from the CMAT since 2011. The CMAT has been worked on various academic activities, that is trainings, workshops, seminars, research and evaluation, community mobilization, and majorly focusing on annual work plan budget also developed by the CMAT. And this is the organogram. It is proposed by the CMAT, and further CMAT will be strengthened with the 4 departments. Now, this is the main talk. 2020, CMAT in Andhra Pradesh established as an independent society. Registered as a society during 2020, and major CMAT has supported World Bank support Andhra Pradesh Learning Transformation Program. These are 3 result areas. CMAT supported foundation learning, leadership skills, and school leadership and strengthening of initiatives. These 3 initiatives supported by the CMAT. And also CMAT is convergence with the line departments, national. These are the various training programs organized by the CMAT. Already e-content training, training of CBSE, below reading training. That is also training on transaction of new English medium textbooks, NISTA, private teacher training, operational literacy, training of the effective use of English language lab content, and also school congress. This is a major initiative initiated by the CMAT. Every month we conduct one complex meeting for separately exclusive for school heads and also for teachers. There is 2 separate meetings every month. At the state level, we prepare some schedules and also conduct orientation on the agenda of the schedule and provide training at complex heads and complex levels, madam. And Diksha, already our colleague Ismail, please explain the Diksha.
Thank you very much, Prasad, respected director and madam. Everybody knows about Diksha, and the definition is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing. It's one digital platform for one nation. With that, so we in that Diksha, with associating with the CMAT, we have done so many initiatives. Among them, I am listing out few only here. We energized all the textbooks of Andhra Pradesh, which are going to be rolled out soon also, the next 4th coming academic, including those textbooks. We provided QR codes for them, and we connected content from the backboard. And we already made all the contents which are disseminated through other platforms like Doordarshan, radio, with the name coherent access of the content. And Diksha in Andhra Pradesh having a YouTube channel with Diksha AP, which are 86,000 plus subscribers, and we are using this YouTube channel extensively for the conduction of school complex trainings, leadership trainings, and other requirements of CMAT as well as the other wings also. And we are disseminating the useful content like learning resources for the teachers and explanation content for the students, as well these leadership modules for the school leaders through the Diksha, which is easily accessible in the form of clickable PDF formats. And the courses, as already Prasad told, NISTA courses, all the NISTA courses we rolled out on the Diksha itself. Apart from them, Diksha here through the CMAT, we have conducted associating with the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, has given training on innovative teaching techniques by using the digital, utilizing the digital devices that we have already content, and we pool the content from other areas also, and we are tagging that core content with our textbook QR codes that we are doing, and training materials like anything. So developed by the this SALT means supporting Andhra learning transformation teams like World Bank team or SCRT and other agencies. It may be FLN content, leadership content, whatever we are putting on the Diksha. We are making it into playlist and keeping in view of the end user. We are customizing the content, organizing the content, and disseminating the content also. As I told, we are connecting the remote leaders from the schools through virtual conferencing tools.
Good evening to all. I'm Rachakunda Srinivas, Headmaster, ZPHS Nadapuru, Vishakhapatnam District. I'm proud to say that I'm the owner of the largest school, second largest school in the city, Vishakhapatnam. When I joined in the school, the strength role particulars are just 1485. In 3 years, it rose to 1819, sir. 1819, sir. Sir, today's topic is leadership. How to curtail leadership gaps in an institute. This is the main topic, sir. Leadership gaps or situations where the leaders of an institution are effectively driving its mission and achieving its goals. They can have a negative impact on stakeholders' morale, performance of the school. To curtail leadership gaps, we need to identify earlier setbacks, assess present scenario, the future needs of our institution. From a decade as a participant, DRP and SRP in different leadership programs changed my outlook from boss to leader. Its influence on schools is long lasting and strong wherever I work. I have to quote that when I joined as a headmaster of Chinnadu, the strength is only around 300. It is 296. When I leave the school, it rose to around 400. And next my journey to is Vempadu, ZPHS Vempadu. It is also same, around 50 enrollment increased. And next school is ZPHS Nadapuru. It is strength is almost now actual strength increases around 200 and above, 260 and above. Developing a clear combined vision for school and tagging, aligning all stakeholders towards its realization is the first step to curtail the leadership gap, to make all feel it as their combined vision.
So as a head or principals are an integral member of the child's education, enthusiastically we face the challenges task of preparing young minds for the future. Many of the students are going to school since 2010 are from whole new generation. We all know that the generation we were and the generation now coming are completely different. They can catch very fast comparing to us. The children we get are from different strata, but it's we to mold them according to their talents and energy. They are living in the world of smartphones, drones, tablets, computing apps and 3D televisions. They are extremely comfortable with technology, having grown up using it. Access to technology means our students have more information available than we could have dreamt. I think we never dreamt of this type of information the children will have at the doorstep. As educator, we are tasked with helping these capable, intelligent children preparing for challenging and challenges we can't see. Now it is we to make their future goal oriented with supportive tasks. During years 2020 to 2023, we strategically followed the steps to go with smartphones, tablets and LED TV with collaboration of NGOs, Teach for India, Akruti, Project 511 and support to our young minds to decrease the stress levels of students. This initiative took us successfully our team of teachers and students into the world of technology. We initiated with positive mindset to improve the behavioral changes in the children which they face during adolescence. As we know, adolescent children, as all the teachers and heads discussed till now about the behavioral changes, how to face, means they are having the tablets in their hand, and how to face the technology which is very, very rigorous and fast, and you know the cyber crime, the people who are inducing into the minds of the children. So it is the task, it's the one of the best and hardest task to the heads as well as the teachers. We also collaborated with SHE teams to get awareness with cybercrime, security, and students started adjusting to the new situations, coping with uncertainty. The young creative minds were in sports, cultural activities, learning experiments to formulate a vision, integrating curricular and co-curricular activities.
Respected Director Sri Mastanaya Sir, CMAT Samagra Shiksha AP, Dr. Charu Smita Malik, Professor, NCSL Nupa. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Embracing social responsibility is the topic given to me. The role of a school leader. Kothari Commission said that in 1964 to 66, destiny of a nation is shaped in its classroom. Definition of social responsibility. Social responsibility refers to the ethical obligation to act as of society. Key role of school leaders in fostering social responsibility. School leaders have a vital role in shaping responsibility citizens, building a better future. One is character development, that means fosters empathy, compassion and civic engagement. Critical thinking equips students to address societal issues. Inclusive environment creates a sense of belonging and respect. Positive school image builds trust and attracts families. Community engagement addresses local needs and fosters partnerships. Sustainability promotes socio-environmental responsibility. These are the key role of school leaders in fostering social responsibility. Key elements of social responsibility are promoting equity and inclusion, creating safe, inclusive environment, addressing equity gaps, environmental sustainability, reducing footprint, integrating eco-education into curriculum, community engagement and partnership, building relationships with the stakeholders and implementing outreach programs, strategies for social responsibility, school leadership integration. Leading by example means modeling socially responsible behavior for others to follow. Embedding social responsibility in school policies ensures consistent ethical practices. Providing professional development trains staff on implementing social responsibility initiatives effectively. Incorporating social responsibility into mission and vision statements guides the decision-making process.